Hey Aces, it's Vincent
And Jack.
with this week's newscast. Have you noticed all the snow outside?
Yeah, but I heard it won't last. Let's check Landon's weather to be sure.
You know, Veterans Day always makes me think about the weather. Kind of like tomorrow, we're going to have a high of 60 but a low of 35. Always makes me hope that Veterans Day will be on a nice day. Luckily, it's not tomorrow with a high of 65, a low of 41, and that sad chance of a 35% chance of rain. Would have been nice on Sunday, though, because that day is going to be a little better than the day it was actually on, with a high of 47 but a low of 33. But the thing is, thank you, veterans. We loved your service. Back to the desk.
So how's life in 1249?
Why are you interviewing me?
I'm giving you a senior interview.
No, senior as in high school senior, not senior citizen. Let's look at this week's senior interview.
Hey guys, who am I here with?
Here with Colin Level.
So Colin, what are you doing after graduation?
After graduation, I am going to be joining the Army.
Now, why do you pick the Army over the other branches?
Well, Charlie, I picked the Army over any other branches because the Army is the most beneficial. It had the job option I wanted to do, and my buddy's going with me, so.
That's awesome. So how do you think your time at Hicksville helped you along your path and decision into going into the Army?
So one of the teachers, Mr. Zach Yoder, he was in the Army, National Guard. He did infantry, and that's the job that I'm doing. We talked about it over the summer, and he kind of got me into liking the job, and then I ended up talking to a recruiter about it, and then I enlisted. So that's what I'm doing. That's how the school affected me.
Are there any special people in your life that have affected your decision into going into the Army?
So I had two great grandpas that were in the Army. They served in World War II. One was a general, and one jumped out of planes, kind of like air assault, and that's kind of the job I'm doing. I can do infantry, I can do ground, and I can do jump out of planes, but I'm not jumping out of any planes because I don't like the height. And then also Mr. Yoder, a teacher here at Hicksville, and then Mr. Davis, because he served in the National Guard as an infantryman as well.
That's awesome. So Colin, to end us out, what advice do you have to any underclassmen that are just looking to go into the Army or any branch in general in the military?
If you have the drive to do it. It'd be a great opportunity to learn. It's a great thing to do, great thing to serve your country, and yes, that's all I have to say.
All right, guys, that was my interview with Colin Level, serving his country. Back to the desk.
Veterans Day is here, which means only a few more weeks until Thanksgiving.
I wonder if there's any other important dates this week.
Like birthdays. Let's check out birthdays.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. Oh, this is your birthday song. Oh, celebrate.
My birthday will be very respectful and very essential.
Let's check the essential for this week.
Bro, I don't want to go to this class.
Man, I hate school.
Dude, the homework last night was so hard, too.
Homework?
Yeah, did you not do it?
No. Hey guys, hope you got your homework done.
I didn't do my homework.
What did you do last night?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Get out! Get out of the room right now! Jeez, dude, calm down. Get out! Get in. You better have done your homework.
I did mine.
Okay. I did all my homework.
Good job, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, fellow acquaintance.
I hope everybody in here did their homework last night.
You'll be pleased to know, Teach, can I call you Teach, that
Go
I
ahead.
I performed the task I was given, and I'm ready to pursue educational prowess. No one deserves more respect than United States veterans. Let's look at the aces in their veterans. Who's your veteran?
Paula and Rusty Campbell. My mom was in the Army and my dad was in the Marine Corps.
Who's your veteran?
My veteran is my dad, Clint Zedek.
Who's your veteran?
My veteran is my grandpa, Ron Reynolds.
Bruce Essex, Owen Grimes, and Sherry Norland.
My dad, Lewis Ross, and my grandpa,
Greg Slattery. Jim Slattery, my grandpa.
While on the subject of veterans, let's talk to one of Hicksville's very own veterans, Mr. Yoder.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Mr. Yoder, and he served in the
Army National Guard.
And for how long have you served?
2015 to 2020, so 5 years.
Where have you been deployed?
I was deployed to Amman, Jordan, in the Middle East in 2017 for a year.
What was that like?
Hot. It makes you appreciative of all the things we have here in the States.
What was basic training like for you?
It's an adjustment. I was 19 when I went, so still a kid. It makes you grow up very fast. You learn discipline, you learn rules and routines. Just makes you, become an adult a lot faster.
What would you say is one of the most important things that you learned?
I would just say simple, the skill of following directions. And that seems pretty easy to most people. But when it's done in a stressful environment, it teaches you how to really be disciplined within yourself to function in high stress environments.
Okay. What would you say would be one of your favorite memories?
My favorite memories, honestly, is just a lot of the friends I made, which unfortunately I don't really see anymore because they're from all over the place. But just getting to meet new people that I would say I was trauma bonded with, because you go through a lot of stressful times in the military. So those bonds I have with those friends are really special because it was during very stressful and traumatic times when you build those friendships.
And then for anyone willing to join, what advice would you give them?
Anyone wanting to join, I would say be disciplined with your physical body, because there is a lot of physical work, and just in terms of sports, be coachable. Learn how to follow directions and do what you're told, and trust that your leadership is leading you in the right direction. And those skills can be very helpful in jobs and anything you want to do in the future.
All right, that's all the questions I got for today. Thank you for doing the interview today.
Thanks
for your service. Back to Jack and Vincent.
Hey there, are you for real? I'm for real.
Yeah, well, I'm for real hungry. Let's see what the lunch ladies are cooking up.
Hey, this is Caleb with your weekly lunch. On Monday, it's going to be corn dog. On Tuesday, it's chili with crackers. Wednesday, it's quesadilla. Thursday, it's orange chicken. On Friday, it's mozzarella cheese bread.
I have so much energy. Call me Francis Bacon.
Why don't we burn off some of that energy in some sports? America's treasure.
Welcome back to sports. I'm Eli, and we'll go right away with our highlight reel from last week's girls basketball scrimmages. The Aces partook in a scrimmage on Thursday night at Wauseon, where they saw action against the Indians and the Vikings. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., they will host Delphus Jefferson and Van Wert. Stay tuned next week for the boys basketball preview. Now, as we try to celebrate Veterans Day, we want to take a moment to recognize and honor the life of Pat Tillman.
Originally a seventh-round pick in the 1998 draft, former Arizona State safety Pat Tillman beat the odds to become a starter for the Cardinals, and in 2000 set a franchise record with 224 tackles. 2 years later, Tillman shocked the football world when he decided to pass on a multi-million-dollar contract offer to enlist in the United States Army, eventually becoming a Ranger.
My great-grandfather was at Pearl Harbor, and a lot of my family has given up, has gone and fought in wars, and I really haven't done a damn thing.
In April of 2004, Tillman was tragically killed in action while serving in Afghanistan. His image is forever preserved with a statue in Pat Tillman Freedom Plaza at University of Phoenix Stadium.
Tillman was also an All-American in 1997 at Arizona State, where he also won Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year. He was awarded the Silver Star and Purple Heart for his military service and inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame and Arizona Cardinals Ring of Honor in 2010. Now we'll take this time to transition over to the corner for Crunch Time. Welcome back to Crunch Time, Aces. It was a moderately slow week in the world of sports, but Saturday did bring us its fair share of drama. Clock's down in the corner and the time starts now. The Big Ten Conference treated us to a show Saturday afternoon as number 2 Indiana and number 7 Oregon both went down to the wire as heavy favorites. The Hoosiers picked up their first win in Happy Valley in school history as Fernando Mendoza delivered a game-winning drive with just 2 minutes left on the clock. Omar Cooper gave us what might be the catch of the year to save Indiana's undefeated season and keep them in firm control over their route to Lucas Oil Stadium. Oregon slugged it out in the elements at Kinnick Stadium against the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Ducks' Atticus Sappington ended up kicking the game winner with 3 seconds left on the clock. On Sunday morning, Jonathan Taylor delivered a masterclass in Germany, going for 286 total yards and 3 touchdowns. The Colts now stand at 8-2, which is tied for the best record in the NFL. Taylor now has 1,100 rushing yards along with 17 touchdowns. Don't look now, but we might be seeing a non-quarterback MVP this year for the first time since 2012. Last but not least, the Dallas Mavericks have finally ended the Nico Harrison era. The general manager that instigated and orchestrated the trade that sent away Luka Doncic has finally been relieved of his duties, leaving Jerry Jones as the worst DM in Dallas. That's all for this week. I'll try to do better next time. Back to the desk. A few final remarks before we send you back to the anchors. Paulding defeated Fairview 14-10 in a classic, picking up their first playoff win in school history. Took them long enough. They will host Cary tonight for a spot in the regional championship. On the other side of the bracket, Archbold beat Seneca East like they stole something and will travel to Hopewell Loudon for a date with the Chieftains. And then finally, Liberty Center dismantled Oak Harbor last week. They will face off against the Liberty Benton Eagles in what should be the game of the week and maybe even the game of the year. Tune in to next week where we'll give you the boys basketball preview and get excited for regional championship time. Back to the desk.
Before all American games are played, we take a moment to pledge our allegiance to the American flag. If you don't know how, follow after these kids.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's it for this week, Aces. Back to the desk.
To our veterans, we salute you. To our students, we give you a goodbye.
Aces out.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans! Thank you, veterans!
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans!
Thank you, veterans. Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans!